What is going on, everybody? Today, I will be going over the top 10 non-EX characters in the game right now. And starting at number 10, we have Jozu. And the reason why I have Jozu at the 10th spot, with his skill 2, he's able to counter with close range attacks with his diamond effect, and it does a decent amount of damage. And he's a defender. He's a very strong defender. And to be honest, if there weren't as many EXs in the game right now that are in the game right now, he would be a very top tier character and could really shine. But with characters like Shanks and Kaido in them, they just outshine him completely. Now, next up at the number 9 spot, I have Tacero from the film Gold movie, and another solid pick. He's kind of a rare character because I believe he only came out once, maybe twice, not fully sure, but he's an attacker and he has the gold effect, which is pretty broken. You can think of it as the Candyman effect that Harrow Sparrow has, but I'd say he's just a little bit worse. I think Harrow Sparrow just outshines him a little bit. The Candyman effect lasts longer. He's able to do more damage. And overall, he just gets outshined in that aspect a little bit. But he is still a top 10 non-EX character because being able to stay on par with characters like Harrow Sparrow is just broken enough. So, yeah, that's Tacero at the number 9 spot. Now, up next at the number 8 spot, I have the young Silver Israeli. I wish I could have put him higher on the list, but with some of the upcoming characters that are coming later in the list, he just gets outshined, and I don't know, it's really unfortunate. I love playing him. He's a great character, and he's pretty broken, even still with all the new EXs coming out and everything. He does tons of damage. He's a runner, which is nice because it's like he's a attacker runner kind of mix. And his dodge actually has a whatchamacallit. He does damage from his dodges. He teleports to the enemy and does damage with his dodges. It's a pretty broken ability. I wish he just gets played more, but unfortunately he doesn't. I will hopefully play him a little bit more once I finally get him to level 100. But yeah, that's the number 8 spot. Now, next up at the number 7 spot is Onigoshima Brook. Very solid character. He has the trait of freeze, and actually, whenever he gets down, a little, what do they call it, spectral form goes towards the enemy, and if it touches them, it does 30% of the enemy's HP and does freeze for 6 seconds whenever he's down. So in team fights and such, if he's down, then the enemy will get frozen and his team can just wipe out that person. His skills are pretty nuts. He's a defender, obviously, and a very solid one at that. Definitely a top tier, probably top 3 defender. And yeah, on to number 6. Next up in the number 6 spot, we have Ulti, and I just love this character. She's a blue attacker, which used to be really good, but now, unfortunately, blue is getting outshined by green a little bit in the most recent little thing that happened in OPBR. But she's a very strong attacker, does tons of damage. I'd say even still in this meta, she's pretty good somehow. She's been a top tier character for so long, and I think she will continue to be for a long time past this. And yeah, that's Ulti at the number 6. Up next at the number 5 spot, I have Juan Marco. He's fairly similar to King ability-wise, which probably puts him this high because this kind of playstyle with runners does really well in any meta, really. He's a green unit, which also is very strong right now. But the traits, the Phoenix, very similar to King's ability as a runner, which is just game breaking. So for other reasons that I'll talk about with King, Marco doesn't really compare to him in that aspect. I think King does a little bit more damage, a little more diverse, and yeah, let's go on to the number 4 spot. So in our number 4 spot, I put young Doflamingo. Very strong attacker, always has been. I had him in a different account, so I got to play him a good bit. But his ability, I think it's this one, it makes like a web shield. That's just like with any character, it counters them, and he can just spam his range attacks. He is very strong as a non-EX. If he was an EX, he'd probably break the game because, you know, Bandai would make him way stronger. But his abilities do tons of damage. He's a blue attacker, which again, before 4.5 Annie was a lot stronger, but afterwards, even still, he's really strong. He's a top 5 non-EX for sure. His traits are insane, and yeah, let's go on to our top 3 characters. So at our number 3 spot for the top 10 non-EX characters in OPBR, I put Harrow Sparrow. He is nuts, super toxic. I love him. His Candyman ability, just I'd say slightly better than Guild Tacero's gold ability. It lasts for longer, and also his damage output is just, you know, that step above what Guild Tacero is missing. But Candy Slug just activates the ability with like no hesitation, and then if he does Candy Maiden and he's attacking the character, they're dead no matter what. Like there's no stopping it. The stun is just so annoying but so good at the same time. He's toxic, but he's one of the best characters in the game. So at the number 2, I put Film Red Uta. She is a Harrow Sparrow, just slightly better, as her stun ability can hit, I think, a lot more people, and her damage output is just better. This ability right here, the Sing Sing effect, does stun for so long, but well, it might even be the same as Harrow Sparrow's stun, but Uta herself, her damage output can do way more than people like Harrow Sparrow or Guild Tacero. So that's my reason for putting her just a little bit above them. Her attack capability is just crazy, and she's a red, so that's pretty good in this meta right now. So now we're on to our number 1 spot for non-EX characters in One Piece Bounty Rush. So at the number 1 spot, you may have guessed it already, but I put the lead performer King. His capability at flag getting, just early off spawn, he can just fly straight to the mid flag and take it with no contest. He starts the game off quick, just getting there, and deals a decent amount of damage, especially for a runner. But generally with the skills that he has, I would compare him to like Hybrid Kaido and just that kind of area of expertise and skill. Just extremely good. Definitely a top 10 character in the game. Damn near top 5, maybe. But yeah, he's really up there. He's really solid, and he is my number 1 non-EX character in One Piece Bounty Rush. So if you enjoyed the video, Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.